Welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. We've developed a cough. So I was up most of the night coughing, but I did get videos uploaded, so that's cool. And yeah, my iPad's here. That's a good thing. But let's get the day started. It's another one of these thingies. Hi, you want some? Hi, you want your stuff? You want it? You love me? You come get it? Hello, Bubbles. Hello, Mama Boy. You're licking your lips here. Hi, you want some? Come, you want it? You go back to sleepies? Here, I'll toss it. It's right there for you. Transform your stress to optimize true success. Dr. Elizabeth Lombardo. Oh, it's nummies. The red zone. How do we know we're in it? What are we talking about here? Okay, so we're talking about the you're gonna eat it, Stinky? Red zone, not the football red zone. All right, there we go. The who's that? Red zone is when you're at high levels. Is that your granny? So think of stress as on a continuum. Who's that? From 0, no stress at all, to 10 out of 10, the most stressed you've ever been. Okay. Right? So if you notice that you're in the red zone, ask yourself, where am I on this scale? If you're at even a 6 out of 10. And then for this one, we are day 8, which is right here. And this one is a elderberry balm. Or no, wild blueberry balm. And we've got green juice. Kale water, the adaptogen powder, the energy booster powder, both from Amazing Grass. Honey, I did the regular local clove and I did some of the ginger turmeric one. And then for fruit, I did like the frozen mixture of pineapples, mango, peaches, and strawberries. So yeah, this is my first thing. Oh, and I added some banana today, just a little bit, because bananas show up and take over the whole show. I just did a little bit. Hi, handsome. So I'm gonna go lend them a hand. I want you to call me if you need anything. Hi, mama's boy. You too. Your ears dirty. All right, we going to get some dinner for Mom and I. We both decided on salad from a place that I'm not gonna name because y'all are crazy. When I say I still eat at a restaurant, like, I feel like white people don't realize the luxury that they have when they can be like, oh, I'm boycotting such and such. When it's really like, listen, most of the stuff that I like and that I, you know, whether it be out of necessity or just out of like, oh, I like this particular place, it's probably rooted in some sort of racism of some sort. Racism, homophobia, all of them isms and all of that, they probably are that. So it's easier said than done, you know. So even though I buy black a lot, there are still a few places that it's just like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna eat there, you know. And as long as y'all still eating Cracker Barrel, I don't want to hear about it. Because you can hear the old Negro spirituals once you hit the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel. So yeah, going to get food for Mom and I, and then I'll come back and walk the dog, and back in the bed I go. Oh, tomorrow when you're seeing this, there's going to be a really big announcement. I'm announcing a new endeavor that I'm taking on with one of my very close friends, and I'm super excited, and I can't wait for you guys to see everything. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm curious to see where this all is going to take me and my friend. I think it's going to take us very far. But I am excited. I'm excited. So yeah. And on Friday, I'm announcing the book club pick for January. First book of the year. So that'll be that. Actually, tonight when I go back in the house, I want to sit down and write down some, like, what I want 2021 to look like, and how I'm going to execute that. And I need to share that with my homegirl, my intern, so that she knows. Do I turn here into the traffic, or do I go up the other way and avoid the traffic? We turn here and we sit in the traffic because it's 421. But yeah, I want to sit down and write down some goals, and then I want to finish this book tonight. So I'm going to end the vlog right here, because this will be it. I'm going to do a separate video on how I feel about the Book of Night Women, because if I don't have nothing, I have feelings, and I really feel like, you know how Tyler Perry hates women, and a few of you might be, don't fight me, because I know y'all like to tussle. But Tyler Perry does not like women. And it's very much depicted in his work, right? And I'm getting that same vibe from Marlon James. Like, I don't think he likes women. I don't think he does. Because how can you, I guess for me, there's just a fine line between acting on history, like writing and expanding things that, you know, are historical. These things happened to black women back then and even now, you know, as the way that black women are treated, so on and so forth. But, and I'll go into more detail a little bit later, but how can you, as a black man who says, hey, I support, and not that I've ever heard him say this, but this is just my thought process, right? If you are a black man and you love and support black women, how can you write in so much detail about a woman going through all of the stuff that the main character in this book goes through, right? And this doesn't just go for Marlon James. This goes for black authors that write these types of stories across the board. Like, do we think about the effect that these things are going to have on said black women reading it, right? Or is it just the simple fact that even though he's a black author, they're black authors, you don't necessarily your target market is not black people, so you don't really care how black people are affected by the work that you put out into the universe, because that's not your market, right? I think it's different with situations like the Prophets by Robert Jones Jr., I believe it's by, where he's a black man who I believe is a part of the LGBTQ plus community writing about black men who happen to be slaves who are also a part of the LGBTQ plus community. That makes sense. When we think about the Yellow Wife by her name is not coming to me right now, but we think about the Yellow Wife, we are talking about a black woman writing about the life and times of a black woman that was a slave, that was going through. There's something that relatable when you're talking about someone that identifies as the same sex as you do, right? I don't feel like I can, as a woman, depict what it's like to be a black man in any way, shape, or form, whether it be presently or in the past. I cannot do that because I don't know what it's like to be a black man in America. I can assume, I can look and see, and I can talk to the men in my life and talk to them about the things that they've been through and so on and so forth, and I can, you know, speak on that behalf, right? I can speak from what they've told me, and I can fight based on, you know, what they tell me. But I, at no way, shape, or form can I say, or can I write something for, I mean, I guess that goes into the talent of, that goes into the talent of the writer, right? Like, he's so talented that he can do X, Y, and Z. And I mean, maybe, right? Maybe. But I find it, it's, I don't know. Cause how would you know what it's like as a woman to have your child taken away from you? How would you know what it was like to be, I don't know. I just don't. And then the detail of which he goes, like the depths of the detail that he goes to explain how she was abused, or just the sexual innuendos, it really makes me kind of tilt my head to the side and wonder, like, is there something that you want to tell us, sir? Like, maybe we need to check Marlon James's basement for some women and make sure that they're okay, because I don't know. And it's like, I don't know. I'll go into more detail about that. It made me consider, I'm gonna ask my friend Alan about it, because I value his opinion. I value his thought process. I value the way that he takes things and processes them. So I'm going to ask him how he feels about it. And he's also an author. So I think he would have more insight than someone like me that I write to journal. I don't write, if at all. So, well, I don't write creatively, I'll say. But I'm quite curious, because it bothers me. Because is that how you see women? Like, is like, why can you so effortlessly write? And well, I think Marlon James is an incredible writer. I think he's very talented, and it's making me want to read other books by him, which I think I have. The other one I read, the Wolf and the whatever, which I want to read that again before the next book comes out. But the other one is like the 7. If I remember, I'll put the book on the screen. But it's making me want to read that. Like, I might push that up in my make that something that I read this month, opposed to pushing it off until next year. So yeah, I'm very curious. But like I said, I'll do a full video on it, especially because I need to know how it ends. Like, I don't like Lilith. She's the main character. I don't like her, and I'm grappling with the idea of not liking her because she's a slave. Like, I said I wasn't gonna go into detail, and here I am going into detail. I'll save it for the video. Anyway, I need to push back the book discussion for the Tabitha Brown book. I'll probably push that into next week, just because I'm not feeling any better. So I'll do that. And that's my brain resetting this up. Yeah, I think that's it. So I have not done any of my routine the past couple of days, but that's because I don't feel good, so there's an exception to everything. So yeah. Next week we try again. 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 My head hurts so bad from coughing. Like, it hurts so bad. Oh, the Hinge Chronicles. Would y'all like if I updated y'all on the shenanigans on Hinge? Do y'all like my dating stories? If so, let me know in the comments. If not, after this particular one, I won't say anything else about anything. So, I matched with someone new. We will call him Bob. We will call him Bob. And the reason I matched with Bob is because he presents as nerdy. And if you didn't know, now you know. Nerdy Men is where it's at. My mom is watching this. But all I'm going to say is don't just they will get you right, is all I'm going to say. And take that as you may. They will get you right. Anyway, he presented as nerdy. He's in the tech industry, which I thought was pretty cool. And hold the phone. Okay, so we left off with Bob. Like I said, nerd presenting in the tech field. So far, okay. Excuse me. He's very thoughtful though, which I think is kind of cool. Because the last couple of days I've been super sick, so he's been like calling, checking on me, like, are you okay, are you eating, like that kind of stuff, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna end the vlog here. I've picked up our food. Obviously it's getting dark and I am running out of steam, so I'm gonna go in the house and walk the dog and get back in the bed. So if no one has told you today, I love you, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye guys.